Example 7 is very similar, but now instead of having x right here, I have a value. So I'm going to evaluate this composition when x equals -6. And so what we did on this last one is I didn't have a value here, so I came up with my new functions. When I compose f with g, we got this new function here. When I compose g with f, you've got this function here. Now these are nice because now I can find any value. So if I want to say x is 1, we can plug it in here. If we want to say x is 2, 3, 4, plug those values in, we can get that value. But if I don't want to make it the new function and I just want to evaluate this one place, it's still really kind of the same process. We have f composed of g of -6. So this is f of g of -6. We still start inside and work our way out. So first, I want to evaluate what is g of -6. So my g of x is x minus 2 over 8. So this tells me what x equals. So now we have -6 minus 2 over 8. And let's work this out. We're going to have -8 over 8 to give me -1. So now I'm going to replace this g of -6 with what it equals. So this will become f of -1. Now go into your f of x and replace this x with what we have in parentheses. So this will become 3 times -1 squared. Now you can just put this in your calculator if you want. Make sure when you substitute in, though, you're using those parentheses because order of operations says exponent first. So this is 3 times -1 in parentheses squared is +1, and 3 times 1 is 3. So this is my answer. When I use this composition of these two functions at x equals -6, we get a y value of 3. Okay, if you feel comfortable after watching that example, try part B on your own. Okay, hopefully you've either had time to pause it and you're checking your answer, or you need another example. So if I expand this out, this is g composed of f of 2. So this is g of f of 2. We're starting inside. So I need to first evaluate what is f of 2. So I'm going to substitute that 2 in for this x here. So I have 3 times 2 squared. Order of operations says exponents first. So 2 squared is 4, and 3 times 4 is 12. So now I have g of, what did f of 2 equal? It equaled 12. So now I'll go into my g of x. I'm going to replace this x with what I have in parentheses. So we have 12 minus 2 over 8, which is going to give me 10 over 8. And we can reduce that. Those are both divisible by 2. So 10 divided by 2 is 5, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. And so that is my one number answer. Okay, so when I composite or have a composition of f or g composed with f at x equals 2, we get a y value of 5 over 4. If you don't want to do that by hand, you can do it in your calculator 2 different ways. You can just put 8 divided by 10 in your calculator. You're going to get a decimal, so go math and change it into a fraction. Or you can put this whole thing in from the get-go by going alpha y equals, use your n over d, 12 minus 2 over 8, and that will reduce it for you.